Hello, today is August 23rd, 2014. I'm Jeffrey Tennant. Let's talk about the market. There was no mejt signal for Friday, but based on other factors, I was looking for a good sized drop. The direction was correct in that we got the drop. It wasn't very large, and in fact, if we can hold this close at Monday's open, I think it's a very impressive performance by the bulls. We'll see why in just a minute. This is the mejt pattern. There was a support resistance level set early in the day which held. Later in the day, the market said that this rally was false as marked by the blue F, gave us a target which was hit. Later on, it said the drop marked by the red F was also false, gave us a target which was also hit. This really illustrates the difference between mejt and other systems. In most systems, if you want to look at the system's track record, you look at how many wins it produces. One of the strongest points of the mejt system is it dramatically reduces the number of one's losing trades. You might not want to take a short position when the target is that close. You might not want to take a long position when the target is that close, but certainly you'd be less inclined to go long on this rally. You'd be less inclined to go short on this drop, and that really is one of the strong points of the system, which doesn't always show up in the statistics. It dramatically reduces the number of losing trades. Well, we don't have any mejt target for Monday, so let's look at some other stuff. This is a pretty bullish pattern unless we gap under Friday's low. Based on other people's work, Thursday's pattern usually starts out high and drops into the close or the following day's open. And when that cannot take out these early lows, higher prices are usually coming. Based on somebody else's work, when we have a high here and a lower high here, it tends to drop into the close. That was a drop, but it couldn't take out the early lows, and unless that's negated by gapping under this low, I think that's a positive sign too. We have 9 bars of a new setup for a sequential sell signal. We should have 13 more bars, not necessarily consecutive, on the upside that meet certain criteria. There's a rule that says to validate the call, we have to trade over Friday's close, which means if we gap down and hold it, the signal does not count. As far as Monday is concerned, there's no call based on mejt, based on other factors, unless we have a gap under Friday's low. I think higher prices are coming. I'm looking for a change in trend at roughly 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and if that change in trend comes at a low, and I think the chances are at least 2 to 1 that it will, we could have a pretty good rally starting from that time, and that's today's call.